Hello cloud experts. You need your own personal space in the cloud infrastructure, and that is where the virtual private cloud comes into play, or we call it VPC, which is typically virtual private cloud. Now, my name is Sanjay Kumar and I'm an AWS and cloud trainer and consultant. What is VPC? VPC, which is known as virtual private cloud, it is actually a virtual private network in the cloud. It lets you provision a logically isolated section of the AWS cloud infrastructure where you can launch your AWS resources. So it is actually a private network which is created within the AWS cloud infrastructure, and within that VPC you can launch your AWS resources. It gives you complete control over the virtual networking environments. So it is basically a networking environment which is virtual. It including selection of your own IP address range, the creation of subnets, and configuration of route tables and the network gateways. So basically you can do everything in the virtual private cloud, which is typically you are doing in your own private network. So where you can choose your own IP address, create their subnets, and also configure route tables and network gateways and a number of other stuff. Now we can use both IPv4 and IPv6 in our VPC, and we can have secure and easy access to the resources and the applications. Now you can easily customize the network configuration of your Amazon VPC. For example, we can create a public facing subnet for our web server, or we can create a private facing subnet which is for typically we use for the databases. We can also have our backend system like databases or application server in a private facing subnet which will not have any direct internet access. We can also have multiple layers of security including security groups, the network access control list or NACL or NACL we call it, and help control access to the Amazon EC2 instances in each subnet. So we can have multiple level of security with the security groups, NACLs, and we can allow who should be able to access EC2 instances and other AWS resources. Now just to take an example, this is a region which is AP South 1, and within this region we have a VPC created. Within this VPC we have defined the name of VPC defined as CTG, which is Cloud Training Guru, and here we have 10.2.0.0/16. Now we are giving access from the outside world by using something called as Internet Gateway. Internet Gateway allows you access to these resources by using through internet, which is actually getting into something called as route table. Route table defines all the routing entries where you will be able to route the traffic in your network. After that, it goes through something called as network ACL, which is also called as NACL. NACL defines some kind of rules which should be available to give you access to this particular subnet, and from this subnet you have typically two SGs, which is called as security group 1 and security group 2, and they will have their own rules to give access to the instances which are part of that particular security group. So you have basically two levels of security here, actually three levels of security. One is internet gateway, which is typically not the security part of it but gives you access to the internet, and the network ACL, which is NACL, and the security groups which are having some inbound and outbound rules to give access to these EC2 instances. In these security groups you can define access based on the port wise. You can also do it based on the IPv4 or IPv6, or you can also do it by using some port numbers, what exactly you want to use. You can also assign an IP address from where people will be able to access this particular EC2 instance. What are the things we can do with the VPC? We can create our own VPC. We can assign IP address range of our own choice. We can define some security groups. We can create custom subnets, and we can launch instances with custom subnets, and we can define subnet network access control list, which is typically the access control list for a particular subnet, and we can have enhanced security feature compared to something called as default VPC. We always have a default VPC created, and if we want we can use that, but if we really want to have enhanced security features we can create our custom VPC, and we should always launch our workload in the custom VPC itself. Using default VPC may expose some of your resources to the internet, which you may or may not need. That's all in this session. In the next session, we will talk about a quick demo on VPC, and look forward to see you in the next session.